Hey, it's Sam, Samantha Dawn. Hi friends, hi family, hi YouTube. Sorry about the screen at the moment, I've just got the lights off. I'm doing a grocery haul. I've just done a skin treatment, so my skin is a little bit rough at the moment, but I'm just doing a quick recap on my grocery haul and my budget. I'm going to share with you guys what I bought at the supermarket, and here it is. So, let me turn the light on because it still feels pretty dark in here. This is gonna cost so much, guys. I'm terrified, like literally, because I spent so much money this week, and you know there's weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to go, and I don't know how people do the groceries. You know, it's incredibly scary, and I'm going to share with you guys what I bought. So I've got 3 bags. So let's get started. So for me, I'm typically a vegetarian, I'm going to say. I've got experience in veganism, but I was raised as a, a general eater, meaning carnivore, meaning meat, veggies, etc. So I would eat out of every food group. So, but then I eventually started to only pick and fuss over my food, and I was working in the horticulture industry, and we were growing fresh fruit and veggies, and I started my own garden, and it became really easy for me at the time to just grow food in our garden, and it was really affordable, and I fed probably 2 or 3 other people other than myself on each summer on discounts that I would get from, and free plant life that I would get from my job. So they were really ecstatic, actually, my family, when I was making meals, and they were like custom meals that I would make. And then, you know, I started to add vegan things, and then I went to a meditation center that was vegetarian, and they eventually committed to veganism, so I ended up going vegan, so it got even more consolidated in my diet. And I came to sort of like a natural body weight. If you were, you know, your natural vegan body weight is usually about 50 kg, New Zealand. And then once I was vegetarian, my natural vegetarian weight kind of lingered around like 65 kg New Zealand. And then when I went back to work in a different industry and my pay rate went up, I started to eat a bit more, and then I kind of ended up going back to my original diet, my original family diet from when I was raised. So it ended up costing a wee bit more, and I would eat quite a lot in between my breaks because I didn't really have enough time to prepare my own meals, and there was no one around to cook for me. So I used to do a lot of cafe and takeaways and things like that, and just kind of like eat without thinking. So my natural body weight went up to 85 kg New Zealand. So now I'm on a work break and I'm applying for jobs, and I'm sort of trying to figure out what I want to eat eclectically. So that's where I'm at the moment, and sometimes I think that can involve meat. But today I actually felt when I was in the supermarket that I didn't want to buy any meat products. I actually just wanted to go on a diet because I'm still working my way back down to my most general weight, which I'm going to put that at 65 to 70. I think 70 kg is a really great weight for a New Zealand woman my age. So I may not look as slim as I used to, but I'm pretty darn close. So here's the shopping haul. That just explains what I've bought. I'm just trying to explain to you the best I can in depth of what I bought. But I know you guys only want the budgets. If I'd have done my makeup and I was looking like my usual self, you guys would love that. I'm just going to put my rice crackers out, and I'll upload all of the costs for things, because when I was shopping through the supermarket I took that footage, so I'll give that to you guys. So that's barbecue flavour and Jane Dane, hashtag Jane Dane from Instagram. You can check the upload if you want, and I'm welcome any YouTube comments on the things that I buy and the prices that we have here in New Zealand. So I went to Pak'nSave, which is the cheapest supermarket in New Zealand. There's a new supermarket that's opened up, and he's opened up the Kai supermarket. It's one of a kind, but usually if I just want to go general shopping, I probably stick to Pak'nSave. Sometimes you'll find low prices at the other high-end stores, but Pak'nSave generally tries to support the lowest prices. So we've got barbecue rice crackers, sour cream and chives rice crackers. Everything that I bought is vegetarian, by the way. So I bought about... Sorry, where's that other... Sorry, I'll give you sort of all the snacky things. I bought another packet, sour cream and... sweet chili and sour cream. So that's three rice crackers. Right there. Kiwi faves, which is lamb and mint. Tasty cheese. Tasty cheese chips, and then kiwi faves, lamb and mint chops. What else did I buy? Sour cream. Juice. Mixed berries yogurt. Spaghetti. Bolognese instant pasta snacks. Mac and cheese instant pasta snacks. Carbonara instant pasta snack. Packets of tasty tomato soup. Berry variety, Uncle Toby's. It's got 3 flavours. I got berry, triple berry, strawberry, and that's 3 varieties of oats. And there is 4 blueberry, 3 berry, and 3 strawberry. So that's 10 sachets. I got a stick of garlic because I like to make flatbread. I got a block of chocolate. I know I feel absolutely evil. I got Griffin's milk arrowroot biscuits. You could make a slice out of that, or you can just dip it into your coffee, your tea, your hot chocolate, your chai, whatever you like. So wild berry is what I got for my my, what do you call it, herbal tea. It was the most suitable packet I felt like buying for myself, because it's just a boring cup, but it tastes so good. It's raspberry and blueberry, and there's some extra ingredients in here like rosehip, hibiscus, cinnamon, blackberry leaves, elderberry, strawberry, raspberry leaves, blueberry, strawberry, blackberry, raspberry. And I got crumpets, because I haven't had these in ages. I got some honey and some butter to go on top of that. So I got some ricotta and basil ravioli, and that to me is going to be put with, I didn't know what to buy. So I just got and there's my milk. The pasta sauce that I got to go with these. So it's very tomato based. The ricotta and basil ravioli has parmesan cheese, basil, and it's an egg based pasta. And then I got creamy tomato and mushroom pasta sauce. And then I got manuka honey, so I can pop that into my brand new glass dish. That's my honey dish. And I had a good time. I was a little bit scared, to be honest. When I was in the supermarket, I was terrified of everyone. But I just tried to weave my way through the supermarket as fearlessly as possible. Yeah. So I did see some really nice, lovely people though. My cat's going to be really happy because I got 2 of these. They're like massive tins of cat food, like 700 grams for one of these. So yeah, my phone went flat while I was in the supermarket, guys. So I couldn't even film anything, which is kind of weird that my battery's getting drained in the supermarket. It's usually really good. I mustn't have fully charged it last night, and if I did, the camera has taken up all the width. So next time I film something, I have to have the phone fully charged, and maybe I'll just put it straight onto Instagram Live. But I'm just trying to be aware of the fact that not everybody wants to be filmed in public or be added to social media. Sometimes it actually upsets people. So I'm not wanting to do that. I am not wanting to film people. I'm wanting to respect the fact that strangers don't want to be filmed, because we live in a world where our details go everywhere, to every organization, and you kind of feel like you've got no privacy, no dignity. So I've managed to avoid adding people to any of my camera footage, and you guys can check that over as well. I'll allow you to do that. And then I got some chopped tomatoes. They were only selling these for 69 cents, so I'm very grateful to have. I think one supermarket I went to a few months ago was selling canned tomatoes for 50 cents. And it was just like this weird special that they had going. and they hardly ever had that going. And I was thinking, I wonder what supermarket that was now, because they hardly ever do that. Oh no, it was 49 cents. So I'm just thinking, was it Super Value? Is it Super Value or Fresh Choice? Anyway, there's two in my area, and one of them was selling really cheap cans of tomato, but I was thinking, do I really want to go back there? It seems a little upsetting to have to constantly be picking supermarkets to go to, especially when there's no sales, and you just want all the budget stuff to be in one supermarket. Do you know what I mean? Because it just starts to get really upsetting otherwise. So it's like you're paying all your gas money just to get to the supermarket. It's so abusive. And then you've got your pizza blend, which is like your rolling meadow pizza. Have you guys ever gone to one of those, lived in a small county like Rangiora or Rolleston, where they've got Pack and Save, New World, and Countdown? All three of them are in the same county, and it's all the same driving distance for everyone who lives in the county. That's probably one of the best cities in Christchurch you could ever live in. I think that there's Rolleston and Kaipoi are building an extra supermarket out there with budgets, but so far Rangiora is pretty economical. I just can't remember where I bought those 49 cents. It was 49 cents for canned tomatoes, and I can't remember if that was Countdown or Fresh Choice at Barrington. I should have grabbed a ton of them because I don't think there was a limit. If there was a limit on how many cans I could buy at 49 cents, it definitely would have been 4 cans. So I've got this Oriental stir fry, and then I'm putting that with soup or main meals, or I will stir fry it, but I prefer to do my own thing with the veggies. I don't really like food from overseas. I prefer to eat a non-Asian, non-Mexican diet. Unfortunately, I stick to real basic foods. So I'll just use the veggies for something traditional that we would cook here in New Zealand. So yeah, that's how I eat. That's everything. My soup's just cooking. I've got some pumpkin soup just heating up with fresh veggies at the bottom. So I'm going to pour that into a bowl now, and I usually have a really deep dish bowl that I serve the soup in. I didn't unfortunately get any specialty coffees. Like sometimes I'll buy packets of like lattes and stuff. So I'll make my own lattes as well, which is quite scary, I know. So what we'll do with the soup that I've heated up, it's not that nice, so I've had to add I'm never gonna buy it again, to be honest. This is what I'm making. It's a Thai based coconut sort of Thai style pumpkin soup, which is spicy. It's disgusting, to be honest, with the Thai influence. I hate Asian food, so I'm going to just eat it anyway because I'm on a budget. And I've added like onions and mixed veggies just to like dilute the Thai flavor. So we'll just take that out. Yeah, so I'll just take that out and show you guys. I'm not making flatbread, but if I wanted to have something, I would just use flatbread. Like if I wanted to have like toast or bread or something like croutons, I would literally probably just make some flatbread and dip the flatbread into the soup. But I'm not having flatbread today because I'm on a diet, so we'll just have to eat this soup. Unfortunately, this will be my dinner, and this makes sense because I've just arrived home and it's almost dinner time. My cat is probably starving at the moment. It's burnt the bottom of the pan a wee bit, but I'll just clean that off. It's a cheap pan, so I'll probably just buy another one like in next year or the year after. I'll try to keep this one. It's just a cheap one. They really don't last that long. Even the most expensive pan that I bought was probably $60, and I bought that for my sister. But she would have moved house already and lost all of her pans. I don't know where things go. It just does, okay? I don't really know. But eventually we ruined ours. We didn't take very good care because my mum was always really good, or is always really good at taking care of the expensive cutleries and stuff. I think the best ones, the best fry pans, like stir fry pans that you guys can buy, are like the chef ones, like the silver, like bright silver, stainless steel bright silver. They're the best ones because they don't have that non-stick coating on them. It's just like, whoa, a really good pan, I guess. They're really durable and they like resurface really well, but it just means you have to like scrub them, and it can be quite hard. So I've got like, I don't have any soup spoons, but I'll just get like a regular dessert spoon or like tablespoon. I love spoons, by the way. Call me crazy, but I was thinking about throwing away. Well, I'm not going to throw them away because I've got like a really good set of knives and forks. But I was thinking about like kind of just using spoons for a while because I got told some really crazy stories about people that had been facilitated and things like that, like looking like they were going to attack people with forks and stuff, and I'm thinking, that's so crazy. Anyway, I'm going to put away my groceries now. My cat's here. I'll just pick her up. So this is Jupiter. She's 9 years old. She's black and white, and I love the prints that she has on her body because it means when I'm sleeping in bed at night, I always know where she is. And if she's hiding in the cupboard, I can always see her, like her white, like, you know, I can always see her wherever she is in the house. So I can find her really easily. And she's really like well behaved. She's like such a good pet. I love her so much. So I'll just put her down now because she's probably wondering where her dinner is. I wonder if you're wondering if it's feeding time. Anyway, say goodbye. Okay, feel free to like, share and subscribe. Take care, bye.